A constant issue for me on this channel has always been creativity. Despite what some people say or feel, I do believe that I'm a fairly creative person. I think the top five show that. I think a lot of the series that we go more journalistically into, like games you forgot about, or what makes it special, or even something like rejected media, I think that those are all creative things. They're some of my favorite things to make. And now hold your horses, they're not going anywhere. But one thing that I've always been lacking is music. It's going to sound a little silly, but back in the day, when YouTube was new and I was a child, literally, I had a little thing called iMovie. And back then, the big thing that in hindsight is a little cringe sometimes, was making anime music videos. Now, we're not going there, but one of the things that generation of YouTube did was it wasn't concerned about um, all these little things, like it has to be this length, it has to be this tempo, it has to be this mood, and it was not produced. It wasn't like, oh man, I got to cover this game because people want me to. It was like, hey, I'm gonna make a little fun tribute to X-Men because I love X-Men. That was something I used to do with my friends where we'd make little animated music videos or other stuff in the past and just kind of share it with each other. Now, all of that went completely out the window when YouTube was inevitably sued by Viacom and absolutely obliterated up the ass because basically tons of people on the platform did not understand fair use. They weren't doing things like transforming the clips, they weren't doing things like using copyright free music. No, they were posting like entire TV shows. They were using M&Ms, till I collapse, whatever, all this stuff over something and not really transforming anything. Now, fast forward to 2022, and something I've noticed is that I've had this urge, I guess, to kind of go back to what I used to make in some regard. I still am going to keep pushing full speed ahead on Degenerate J on this channel, but I am happy to announce that I made a new channel, which is actually called Fiction Fringe. This is something I'm going to be linking in the description down below. I'm going to inevitably link it to my channel's main page, but it takes a while for this to actually show up. Like, it has 0 subscribers, so I can't do that yet. YouTube doesn't even recognize it exists. What this is going to be character driven fictional celebrations. And here's what I mean by that. On this channel, on Degenerate J, we do commentary, right? We do analysis, we do review, and we do fun things to keep you entertained. And that's not going anywhere. On Degenerate Plays, our secondary channel, it's more just hanging out with you guys, playing games, hanging out with my friends and playing games. That's not going anywhere either. But I do have plans to do more than that. Life is about diversifying, finding your passion in different things. And so with Fiction Fringe, my goal is to tell stories through fictional properties that do already exist, but in ways that are transformative. Now, what do you mean by that, Jay? What do you mean? Are you making fan films? Are you gonna rip the entire Elsa Jean catalog off of the orange YouTubes and completely just blow us away as she blows some people away,
I thought
adding music?
I thought you were gonna reenact them as Elsa
I
Jean.
might. That would be parody. You never
That's
know. I might
true.
throw on a wig. We could hit rock bottom. No, as fun as that would be, what we're going to be doing is basically taking existing fictional properties. Take something like my first video. It is about Logan. My goal with this video is essentially to create a character tribute. Now, this character tribute is themed, right? Thematically. And it's about his life. It's about loss. It's about pain. And when I say Logan, I mean Wolverine, not Logan Paul. Maybe down the line we make a Logan Paul tribute. It climaxes in the forest. But the whole thing with this video is that it's going through the life of Wolverine and some of the horrible things that have happened to him and some of the heroic things and kind of showing it from his perspective. It uses copyright free music. I know you're going to think that sounds terrible, but I'm a bit of a connoisseur of finding the non-trash copyright-free music so that I don't get drilled by Viacom or some other company or music group. And essentially, I use clips from different properties or movies or things like that in a transformative way to tell a story. So, like with the Logan video, the whole point of it, to break it down for you, is going through his life, is showing some certain things from his life, but doing it transformatively. What do I mean by that? I mean that I use different little pieces that actually count as fair use. And the way to do that is complicated. A lot of people misunderstand it, and fair use is something that is still debated to this day. Even with this channel, I don't know if I'll ever monetize it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. My first video, no copyright claims. I am kind of figuring out how to do this stuff without tripping the alarms. Because as you know, there are automated bots on YouTube that scan. They scan for anything that violates copyright. And a lot of the times it gets it wrong. On my channel, Degenerate J, more times than not, it gets it wrong. Out of, say, maybe 5 copyright claims that I've gotten ever between my two channels, one of them I understood why it was claimed, and it was because I left the music on in Arkham Origins. And so technically that was run through a record label, and then that got claimed, and I'm digressing and going on. Jill's staring at me. But what I'm getting at with that is you kind of have to be careful with this stuff, and also you kind of have to be moral. Like, I don't want to release X-Men Days of Future Past on my channel and just give you a torrented movie. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is, though, maybe showing you a clip. Maybe there is a total in a 2-minute video. Maybe there's 25 seconds of X-Men Days of Future Past, or 15 seconds that show you a little step in that character's journey, a little brick in the road, if you will. And we use audio from different existing things to actually show you that story. So it's kind of complex. It's easier to just show you. Essentially, it could be broken down as simply as something like an Instagram edit. But I try to put a lot more effort and work into it than something as simple as that. The first video is already actually up over there. It's only about 2 minutes long. I really put a lot of effort into it. And this is a channel that I really highly encourage you to subscribe to and check out. This is something where characters that connect with me, I'm going to be making just tiny little things with them and sort of explaining kind of in the description what I'm going for with it. My goal, again, is to always be transformative. So we're not going to be throwing in M&Ms till I collapse or hardcore Elsa Jean clips as much as I know you'd love to see them. But what we're going to be doing is actually using existing audio bites, using existing footage, but mixing them in new transformative ways that does not in any way substitute the original art form. So, to be fair use, this channel must not do some of the following things. It must not substitute for watching the original art form itself. If we cover Assassin's Creed, we do a tribute to Connor. I know somebody just cringed because everyone hates him. But if we were to do that, what I can't do is upload the entire game just verbatim and say it's a tribute. What I have to do is make it transformative. And so with that, it's going to be complicated, it's going to be complex, and this is going to be something infrequent to basically stretch my creativity. It's something that I want to do because this sort of stuff really connects with me. It's one of the ways I got interested in YouTube in the first place, and it really does make me happy, just to kind of make something abstract like this. Will it ever be monetized? I don't know. I truly believe that in a court of law, I could 100% defend my Logan video as fair use. It's transformative, it's done very uniquely, and it doesn't substitute or take over any of the original art shown or take its place. But life is not black and white. Just because I could argue that, I guess, easily, legally, doesn't mean that it would fly with a court or with YouTube or anything like that. And for now, it's just a fun little thing that I'll upload on infrequently to kind of stretch my creative chops.
Degenerate J, the interviewers have a very important question.
Yeah, is it where they can get lozenges for their throat problem?
Oh, yes. If you started posting on Orange YouTube, would you make your content copyright free so that way people could make edits of your content?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
I would nickel and dime them just like crazy because that's what everybody else does.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, I do also want to say we do have plans for a 4th channel in the future. This is going to be something else completely different. My cameraman is really fidgety here. You got to settle down.
I need to cough really bad.
Calm down. But we are going to be working on a 4th channel as well that's more horror-based in the future. Not horror-based. As much as I'd love that, you girls reach out. Horror-based.
Elsa Jean based.
Yeah, possibly. Where we're going to be covering a lot of different horror stuff as well. Not going anywhere on Degenerate J, but this is going to be more like short stories and stuff like that. Now, that'll happen in the future. All of this stuff is me getting a little bit ahead of myself. I finally made this new thing that I'm really excited to share to you. It finally solves a bit of a problem I had of feeling like I could never make that kind of content again. You know, just being able to make it once in a while, maybe once a month, maybe every couple months, maybe twice a month, who knows? Um, it's really means a lot to me, and I hope you'll check it out. So again, that is Fiction Fringe down in the description below. I will also pin a comment. During when this goes up, I believe at like 3 p.m., I'm having to get ready to go in for my first cancer screening out of a couple. They are spaced out very heavily, so I know for those of you asking about that, I will update you on that stuff soon. But there's not a lot of change. Think of it as a bonus. I hope you had a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.
And as always,
What?
stay shui.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, stay away.